Greetings and welcome to the Robo Samurai channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you a review of a figure that I got a long time ago. This is the Laser Optimus Prime, but it's not just any Laser Optimus Prime. This is the Year of the Goat Laser Optimus Prime. That's right. I picked this thing up from not Target, Toys R Us. Remember that store? Some of you don't, some of you do. That's cool. It was on clearance and online, and I was like, hey, look, they're going to ship me this thing. And, you know, for X amount of dollars, I think it was only like, and it only cost me like $30 total. The box was just a bit beat up. That's okay. I didn't keep the box. That's why you're not looking at it right here. So, this is Laser Optimus Prime, and it's the Year of the Goat version. So let's take a quick look at this thing. It has, if you've seen the original Laser Optimus Prime, this is the same mold, but I do believe that more properly, this is based off of the Scourge mold, or the, if you will, the what do you call it, Black Convoy mold. So, which was based off of the Laser Optimus Prime mold. Okay, so, but here he is, and he's got all of the cool rollingness of it, and yeah, he's pretty cool looking, actually. When I got him, I was like, what the heck, you know? Yeah, he's got a lot of detail on him. Let's, you know, you can hook the trailer, the tanker trailer, into the back of him just like that, and all of the, he comes with tons of accessories and all that other stuff. So, yeah, he's kind of neat. An interesting thing, and I thought at one point that I would take all this guy's electronics out and put them into Scourge, but I decided against that because I actually like this after playing around with it. And let me show you. When you push the button up here, it actually works. On the Scourge mold, it does not. The original Laser Optimus Prime, it does. So you push on this, and you get headlights, and they're a little bit more yellow than you're seeing here on the camera. But that's pretty cool. You push on them, and you can see. Let's see. That's pretty neat. Okay, so yeah, you have to hold it down though, unfortunately, in order to keep it lit. Now, I'm gonna go on ahead and there's a little peg that goes into the trailer bits right here, but you can kind of see this is the area right here where you see this is where the batteries actually go here, and yeah. I had to replace these batteries. The batteries that came with it when I originally got it, they work great. But I did wind up replacing them because they started to fade. And you don't want your batteries to leak inside of your toy. So, but here's what he looks like. And you can see right here, he's got, with the New Year's versions of you know, what was the other one? It was the Masterpiece Optimus Prime. It's like MP10 mold. I think it was Year of the, was it Year? It wasn't Year of the Rooster. It was Year of, oh, it'll come to me anyway. This is Year of the Goat. So what they do is they took half of the Autobot symbol, and then they, I suppose it's supposed to be a goat. I think that might be the Chinese character for goat. Not sure. I don't read Chinese. Did the same thing on this side here as well. You can kind of see it right there. So very interesting. And yeah, he's basically clear plastic with black and this copper color. But you can kind of see up here that he's got yellow highlights up here, and I think all of this is painted. Very little of this is actually not clear. Now, this clear plastic is not, it appears to be different from the other clear plastics that you see out there, like on the, like the Siege or the Siege or the Earthrise or the Kingdom, you know, especially with, you know, some of the other, what was it? I think it's like Prowl and Blue Streak. It's or Barricade. It's not the same kind of plastic, so I think it's a little bit more durable. I have not had any problems with it cracking or anything like that. So Yeah, so you can kind of take a look here, and that's what it looks like from the underside. We'll talk more about how this looks in its robot mode. Let's take a look at this trailer first. Now, the trailer also has this Year of the Goat symbol right here, where we have half the Autobot, and then there's that there. So, and then all of this is nicely chromed. I mean, this is really just nice. And then you can see the rest of this is clear plastic here. And then more of the same. You've got this this strip right here, this black strip on the chrome, and then you have that same Year of the Goat Autobot symbol. And by the way, I forgot to point it out, but that black strip is also right here. So really, really kind of cool. And there's the bottom side of this thing, and then one of the cooler accessories, or gimmicks, I should say, of this is, let's see here, is this here fires discs right here. So if you turn this, and you just turn, if you load these up, and these are what the discs look like. Let me pull one out for you guys. Hey. Somehow I will get my fingernail underneath there and get one out for you. Okay, hold on a second here. Let me get a tool. I don't know if it's an appropriate tool, but it'll probably work without scratching up too much. There it is. So on the G2 Optimus Prime, these are not pink. They're actually, I don't know, I think they might be gray. But then they had the Autobot logo, which is basically a Prime head. And if you look at the cutout in here, it's kind of like the crest part of Optimus Prime's head. And then that would be part of the Autobot symbol. But on these, they're just blanks. So what you do is you load them up into here, and then you turn this little guy, and it just launches them out. Oh, that one did not launch. Well, maybe it launches this way. Okay, so you turn it to the left. Boom. Boom. And that's it. And you can see the launching mechanism. This is a pretty simple launching mechanism. But, yeah, so that's what you got going on there. So, let me grab all these. You got 5 of these. Yeah, you got 5 of these. So, and that was one of the big accessories for this. Now, when you open this up, turns into, of course, a base. Of course it does. So the way you do that is you open up this here, and it's just held in place via tension, and then you flip these open here, and you turn them on their side, and then you open up this piece here, and then you have this, which is supposed to go here. And let's see here. I think you're supposed to push this. Ah, there we go. And then you get this little bladder thing. This was part of the original Prime, like Laser Optimus Prime, and this hose has some kinks in it. So it's just got some kinks there. So, but anyway, these here, you can take this piece here and take this off. And then you can snap it onto here. And what this is it launches missiles. And then you've got, so actually it's supposed to be facing this way. And then you have this gun here, which is something that you can use with Optimus Prime. He can hold it, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Yeah, so when you look at, you can set this to be like the front of the base. Let's put this here. You can set this to be the front of the base like this, and then you've got these, this is missile launchers, and yes, it comes with a whole bunch of neon pink missiles. Yeah, I know. But that's what it came with. Who did the color? I don't know. Is it interesting? I guess it is. But yeah, you can kind of take a look here. This is what the gun looks like, and Optimus Prime can hold this, and we'll show you this in just a minute. But for this mode, you're supposed to be able to just mount it up here and plug it in thusly. And yeah, you can kind of rotate it, and it's kind of a gun battery, I guess. This here, it comes with these little missiles. Actually, it comes with 2 of them. And these are the same kinds of missile, same exact mold of missile that came with Hero Optimus Prime. And if you don't know what that is, you might want to look and see if you can find that out. But it's the same thing. So what you do is you put these here, and then this bladder you push on and it launches it, which I don't know if this will actually work, but yeah, it doesn't work because but that's what you're supposed to be able to do. The pressure's supposed to launch this thing up, not rip it off of its base, and away it goes. So maybe it's too loose. Yeah, so no, that's not going to work. Unfortunately, these don't work. However, these do. So you can take your, let's say you're here, and you take these guys here, right? You can load up your discs here, and then so you load them all in, like so, like so, like so. Yeah, I know. There we go. So you're supposed to load these in, and then you take these, which guess what color the missiles are? They're neon pink. So you just you load them all into here. You can load, I guess there's 6 of them here. So 1, 2, and yeah, the Laser Optimus Prime came with these, and so did the Scourge or the Black Convoy. So, and you can take these and just do that, and that, and that, and there, and there. And each one of these will launch, you know, just by pushing one of the buttons. Let's see here. Yep. And you just saw how it works. So that's great. And that's it. And by the way, you can keep these in here. And then you can kind of put them here. And then these here, these extra missiles you have will actually store right here. Yeah, right there. 1, 2, I believe. Oh no, this goes here. But you can see they had storage spaces for these so that you can fit all this stuff inside of Laser Optimus Prime. Now I know that they're in the Legacy line. They're going to be coming out with a new Optimus. What is it? Laser Optimus Prime. Going to be based off of partially the Earthrise Optimus Prime mold. So that'll be exciting to kind of get and review when we get one of those in. I'll be doing a review on that for sure whenever it gets shipped. But yeah, and then you can take these. I believe you can take this and you can put this here. So they did have a storage place for all of these missiles. And then technically, yeah, you can just put this in here. And then you can fold this all up. I'm going to take and leave this gun out because we're going to show you something with it real soon here. The one problem with having the missile in here is it kind of jams this little weird rubber tip here, and it will deform it. So that's why I usually don't store my one missile here. But you can fold this all up thusly, and fold this and this, I believe. And then pull this up, and that there. And then it's kind of a nice little compact package. All of your stuff stored in there. That's great. Okay, so let's get on to Optimus Prime. Now there is, he does come with so he has the gun, but he also has a sword, and it stores right here. It's hard to see, kind of, but not really. So there it is. It's clear. Nice. So with that said, let's transform him into his robot mode. Pretty simple transformation, as G2 tended to be. Pull the legs out, flip out the feet, stand him up, pull out his arms, pull out these, and pull them to the side. Open up this, push on this little here to move his head out, and then you'll turn his head around and then slide it down here, and then push that back in. Pull his arms down, and you can split the legs, and there you have Laser Optimus Prime, Year of the Goat Edition, in his robot mode. And it looks pretty cool. You know, at first, I really wasn't in love with this, but I was thinking, as I saw more of it, I was like, hey, this is kind of cool, actually. So he's got his cannons up here and there. His head can do some, I guess that looks weird. Breaks the sculpt up. But yeah, no, that's it. Not really a yes. So, he can hold his sword. He's got some nice elbow articulation. He also has a little bit of bicep rotation there. He also has a waist swivel, and that's pretty decent. He can also bend at the knee. No toe tilt or anything like that. Yeah, so you can get him into kind of maybe an interesting pose. Give him his gun right here. And you can plug that in here. And yeah, so you can you can kind of get him into an interesting pose. Now when the Legacy Laser Optimus Prime comes out, I'll bring this one out and compare them. But yeah, let's go ahead and straighten this guy up. I think he's a pretty cool figure. I kind of like this figure. I've never owned the original Laser Optimus Prime. Now there is one thing about him, and the right hand allows you to light up whatever he's holding. So if you push the button on his back, it will light up the guns right there. If you look there, that's pretty cool. So, and then the same thing is true for the sword. So you can take his sword, put it in his blocky hand there, and this is going to be harder to see, but it does light up the whole sword. You have to have a pretty dark area, and it's really hard even if I turn the light off, but it does. You can see that it's like reddish colored. Let's see if I can do it here. Yeah, it's hard to see, honestly. But yeah, that's kind of what he looks like holding the sword. And that's it, though. He doesn't light up very much else, and of course his headlights still up front still light up. So, but it's kind of a neat gimmick. I kind of like that. So anyway, getting back to this. Yeah, so that's pretty much what you got going on here with Laser Optimus Prime Year of the Goat Edition. So, yeah, and that's what he looks like from the back. He's got the backpack and everything else, but I think he still looks kind of cool. And for his time, I think he had a decent amount of articulation. So, I mean, that's not half bad. Considering most figures in this class, I don't know if they could do this. So, it's not perfect, that's for sure. Anyway, yeah, so I thought I would share this with you guys just to show you kind of what things look like in another version of Optimus Prime here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It helps my channel out. It doesn't cost anything at all. So, hey, thank you very much for joining me, and we'll talk to you next time.